Hey, well, good morning, folks. Dave Luer here with Elite Body Shop Solutions, and I've got another motivational message for you to start your week off in the right way. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I just got back from a week-long trip in Quebec City. It was an amazing time, and I'm back in the office this week, fired up, ready to help inspire you guys to lead better lives and better businesses. Again, my name is Dave Luer, and this is Motivation Monday. So, my message for you this week is about dealing with distraction. And I think we live in a world, and most of us know this, where we are constantly being tugged at, constant distraction everywhere we look, right? And it's gotten to the point where it's just getting ridiculous, and people are beginning to lead lives that are really going nowhere. Have you stopped for a moment to consider the impact that being distracted actually has on your life? Have you, Ashley? So it's good to have you joining us today. So a lot of people just don't think about all the distractions that are going on in their life constantly and how that is keeping them from achieving the things that they really, really want in life, right? So if you run a small business these days, this is especially important because I think many of us will go in at 7 o'clock. We'll open the doors at 7:30 or whatever time you open, and then the day just attacks us, right? We're not in control of the day. The day controls us. And then pretty soon you're looking down at your watch and it's 5 o'clock, and we feel like we really haven't accomplished much of anything throughout the day. We just made it through. And I don't want you guys to be the just make it through the day kind of people. You know, that was me years ago when we used to pride ourselves on being great firefighters. If I had to deal with what I did 25, 30 years ago, I would kick my own ass because it's just ridiculousness. You've got to learn to take back control of your lives and deal with all the distractions that are constantly surrounding us, especially for you that are in the collision repair business. I know how insane it is. Isn't that right, Bob Winters? So I've got a couple of tips today that are going to help you take back control of your lives and help you get back on track towards the things that you really want in life. Life is way too short to allow distractions to run your life. Oh, look, squirrel. Just kidding. All right, so I've got 4 tips for you today. The first one is a lot of us don't really have a North Star that we're following, right? In other words, we don't have long-term vision. We don't have long-term goals. So if we don't have those things, it's not so much that you're distracted. You're just like a ship without a rudder. You don't know where you're going, right? So that's the first thing that you need to remember. You need to get really clear on where exactly it is that you're trying to get. And one of the best ways to do that is by setting long-term goals and creating a compelling vision for what it is that you want to do with your life. Once you do that, it's a little bit easier to ward off distractions that come your way. So that's number 1. Number 2 is it's imperative that you take time each morning to proactively design the kind of day that you want to have. Now, I have a personal system that I use, right? And I start every Monday, like I did this morning, and I create what I want my week to look like, and then I break it down into days. So, you know, this is literally my plan on a Post-it notepad of what I'm going to accomplish today that is going to help me achieve my dreams and my goals in the future. Because ladies and gentlemen, Shirley Hampton, I have a plan for my life, and you need to have one too. And if you write down the specific things you want to accomplish each day and keep this in alignment with your long-term goals, you're going to be more inclined to meet your goals and less inclined to be easily persuaded to squirrel. Just kidding. So that's number 2. Keep a daily task list and keep it in alignment with your long-term goals and your visions, okay? So when you get off track, And that's going to happen. All of us are going to get distracted, especially those of you that are in the collision repair business. So, this is part of my day planning system here, and I've shared this with people in some of my productivity courses and whatnot. But I don't keep this whole thing on my desk every day. So what I do is, because I've learned to become aware of when I'm distracted, I can easily go back and take a quick look at my list and go, oh yeah, that's what I was supposed to be working on. Silly me, I'll get back to work on that, right? So just keeping this simple little to-do list right on my desk, right where I can see it in any moment, it enables me to, when I do get distracted, to get right back on track to where I was, instead of just allowing the next event, the next distraction to take me in its direction. See, I want to control my life. I don't want it to control me, right, Michelle? So number 4 is practice awareness. Now, I'm serious about this. This may sound a little bit maybe spiritual, like I'm talking about meditation. And by the way, meditation, that's exactly what it is. It's about creating awareness about what's going on in our minds and in our bodies. So if you can practice to discover, understand when you've been distracted and go, oh yeah, I've been distracted, and then just say, aha, I need to get back to my list. And this is actually something that you can practice awareness. And you'll actually get into a habit where you'll be able to recognize the signals in your body and in your mind. So when somebody sends you a Facebook message, and then all of a sudden you're looking over here and a squirrel goes by, you'll go, I've been distracted. I'm going to go take a look at my list and see what I'm supposed to be working on. If you will do these 4 things that I shared with you, have long-term goals, right? A North Star to follow. Take the time each morning to prepare your day, to set the outcomes that you want in life. Use a tool like this, right? And when you get off track, use your list to get you back on track, and then practice awareness. If you will do these 4 things, I promise you, Michelle Sullivan, Shirley, Bob, Ashley, all of you guys watching, that you will be able to start having the life that you want to create. It's amazing how powerful something this simple is. I hope this message serves you well this week. Come back and see me next week. And thanks for joining me. My name is Dave Luer from Elite Body Shop Solutions. If you like the message, please share it. Please like it. Leave a comment what you're going to do this week to avoid distractions. Thank you for joining me.